Look, it's an exciting group. You know, we've got some fresh faces who've done well on the Shaheens, who've earned the right to get some opportunities at the next level, and you know, we're excited as a group to involve them. I think, you know, our challenge over here is adapting to the pitch out there quickly, and regardless of what's thrown at us, you know, we've got to make sure we've got a team ready to challenge Bangladesh in their own conditions. So, you know, our last two one-day series have been exceptional. You know, we've won both of those very convincingly, played some good solid cricket, got runs at the top of the order, which always help. And, you know, this series will be a challenge for some new players to do the same thing. Well, I think that will come down to conditions. I think there's more grass on that square than I've seen in the past here. So depends how that plays and whether it be more seam through the middle than spin. You know, we certainly think we've got, you know, some good enough spinners through the middle. If there's anything on offer that we can squeeze, and we can certainly create some wicket-taking opportunities, but that'll be very much, you know, pitch dependent. Oh, look, of course we can, but we also respect Bangladesh in their own conditions particularly. And once again, as I said, these conditions here will be very different than what we saw in that T20 series, where, you know, it was a pretty inconsistent bounce and it was a pretty average surface. It certainly looks a lot better than that now, and I think, you know, both sides will as much as they will with the bat. Bangladesh, you know, playing a lot more 50-over cricket in recent times, so we know we're going to have to, you know, make that adjustment really quickly to the longer format. But I think, you know, we saw even in the BPL, the pitches here were much better. Looks like there's a lot more grass cover, a lot more of a genuine contest between bat and ball. And I think both sides will benefit from that. You know, both sides want to play on good cricket wickets and be challenged. So it certainly is looking that way at this stage. Anyone particularly was dropped. I think, as I said, it's a great opportunity for us to look at some younger talent. You know, we get very few opportunities in the calendar to give a number of, you know, promising players opportunities. You know, you're either heading into a pinnacle event or just leading into it. So, you know, it depends how many players debut here. There's a lot of players that have been around the circuit for a while and been waiting for this opportunity. You know, someone like Sabzada Farhan has obviously forced his case through how well he's done in the T20 World Cup, but he's also done very well domestically when he's been able to play the over cricket as well. So, you know, Shamal Hussain is an exciting talent, scorer in, you know, list A, in first class cricket. List A, he's been exceptional and he's done well for the Shaheens. You know, Mars Sadakat has been on the fringes for a while. So these are names that, you know, you haven't been able to see, and it's an opportunity for them to, you know, show how good they are in this series.